Hey guys, um, just a few seconds early. I hope y'all are doing well. Um, Today was going to be one of those days that I woke up, had a flare up last night, and then I got a text message that a good friend of mine passed away this morning. So I've been debating if I was going to do a live or not. And Tank, I do not mind. I don't mind at all, Tank. I had a lot planned to say today, but that all kind of got thrown out the window. So, but let me get to my hellos. I know Nisi said she's going to watch the replay. So, hello. And she'll watch it. And then, of course, there's Dawn Aaron. Hi, sweetie. And Pam, I gave her a blue dress. So, hi, Pam. And, of course, Tank. And Tank, like I said, I don't mind. I don't mind at all. And there's Spring. Hi, sweetie. Let's see. And Jamie. Hi, Jamie. Susie. Hi. I'm not sure if you've gotten what was sent to you yet. It should be there today. Or at least it told me. Um, and there's good old Miss Jen Reeves. If y'all have never caught the Jen and Ivy show, oh my gosh, man, that is just it is an awesome show. They're funny, they're hilarious, they're just great people all around. Uh, it's not magic. I understand, people have real life. You gotta real life comes first. Um, let's see. There's Shirley. Hi, how are you doing today? Michelle D. Hi, Michelle. Everybody saying hi to each other. And Susie. Sorry, I'm just trying to get to the bottom of the chat. And thank you all. It's been a little hard morning, but you know, and I think I fixed Nightbutt. I think I did. So he's not going to be yelling at everybody today. And hi, Kim. Hi, Bonnie. Hope y'all are doing well. And there's Miss Dawn. Let's see. Trying to get caught up. Goodness. Okay, we're caught up. So I had some stuff I was going to do. Like I said, I was going to show some an unboxing that I got today, the other day, some yarn that I won on Jumping Frog Creations 500 subscriber giveaway, and a few other things. But like I said, this morning, the text message just kind of threw everything out the water for now. So, um, and hi, Christy. So I'm making it along on my progress on the Bag a Day blanket. Oh, and if you haven't seen, Bag a Day has all her patterns on her Etsy, all 400 ish for $54. Y'all need to go grab them. Okay, Bonnie, be safe. And but yeah, that is a lot of patterns for a cheap price because she sells them for $4.99, and that's almost 400 patterns. She is losing out. That is a lot of money, but like she says, she's not doing it for the money. So go snag them. I'm going to be doing that here after I get done with the live stream and put them onto a flash drive. So the hubby can work on them. I haven't done regular crochet in like 10 years, so I kind of forgot. Hold on one second, I got a cough. So I'll let him do them. Like I won a pattern from Michi Sunday, and I let him pick, and he picked a bag. But he was torn between the bag and one of the granny squares with flowers in it. And hey, Paula. But yeah, if you can grab them, go grab them. That's a steal. And she is. I wanted to see what she was at right now. Let me see. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on, so I look like I'm squinty because I am. I'm gonna see what she's sitting at because yesterday when I checked, Crystal was sitting at she was 2K shy of, oh my goodness, if I can find her. Yeah, she's still 2K ish shy of her 1 million. Hi D Ferguson. Christy, what I do Tunisian. Now let me show you. Why did I do that? But hi, Margaret. How are you doing? Um, see, Don Aaron has seen a few of the things that I've made. Let me get them into a folder. Get you out. Go there. That makes it easy for me. I've done a lot more than this, but this is just all I have actually kind of handy. So let me go back to there. This is too many screens, man. All right, present, share screen. And yes, we're going to go. Where the heck are you going? There we go. That's one of the ear warmers I've made. I made that for my mother-in-law. It's in Tunisian, and I did some bead work with it. Um, I think it looks really. It came out really good, in my opinion. Um, let's see. Sorry. Here's a blanket I did for my ortho surgeon. If it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be here. We could never figure out what was causing all my pain constantly. And when he figured out that I had CRPS, because I was on the verge of crossing the Rainbow Bridge, and he saved my life. So I made the only thing I could think of to make him was a blanket, you know. Um, so yeah, that's what he got. I made that for my niece. She's a July 4th baby. Oh shoot, I don't know why it's still sharing that. Sorry. I thought it would slip through, so I'm learning. I'm learning. So let me just there we go. I'm learning. Share screen. Share screen. That's the one I made for my doctor. I'm getting it situated now. Um, so that's the one I made for my ortho surgeon that saved my life. And then that is a baby blanket and diaper bag combo I made for my niece who's a July 4th baby. It's all done in Tunisian. And then what else do I have? Stop sharing for just a moment so I can see. Oh, huh. Okay. Forgot I had that one on here. So, and one more share screen. Where you at? There you go. And share. I made that for my sister-in-law. She loves the Totoro cartoon. I'm not into that stuff. My husband is. It's like you're 40 something years old and it's cartoons. It's time to grow up, but each their own, I guess. And I made that. It's all Tunisian simple stitch. I do when I do make my graph gans like this, I do it all in Tunisian simple stitch because it's just so much easier to um, to do. And I think the image just comes out crisper. I my husband's also working on. He takes my words and put them into typed words because I am not. I'm not great at sentence structure. You know, I don't know if anybody else is, but I'm not great at it. I can articulate what I want to say, fine, but put that on paper, no. He's great at it, so he's working on the book for. We're doing several books on this and how we're going to do. Oh, Nessa, hey, sweetie, didn't see you come in. Sorry. Um, and oh, hi, Nancy. But we're gonna do like several books because I got so many stitches. So we're doing a pretty much a beginner's guide, kind of what TL did, but mine's gonna be a little bit better, in, that I think. Um, and it's gonna be in my words where it's somebody could just pick it up and they can go right away, just like my tutorials, to where it doesn't matter if you don't know Tunisian, you can pick any of my tutorials and you can do that stitch without having to know what Tunisian is. And that's what I wanted. So we're doing a beginner book, and then we're going to have like the base 5 stitches and some projects. And then we're going to do, with all these stitches, we're going to do it in like kind of like an encyclopedia. And with the corresponding volume will be a corresponding project book. That's what we're wanting to do. But that's gonna take a lot of time because there's a lot of stitches. Oh my gosh, like I'm not gonna show all the stitches, but because I haven't got them all filmed. I have them in a where the heck did my spreadsheet go? That's what's disappeared off. Oh, there it is. Ooh, that would drive me nuts if it disappeared. Because right now, oh come on, keep scrolling, keep scrolling. I'm at 319 Tunisian stitches, which um puts me, well, right now at the 222 mark, since I only do once a week on those stitches, puts me out till March 20th of 2028. That's a lot. And I've got almost 100 more to put the dates with. So it's just one of those that it's going to be a while before all the stitches come out, which is fine, which is fine. The books will come out way before the stitches do. And Nessa, that is everything I heard. Like I thought about buying it just to see how she did it and get an idea. But then everything I read, reviews and watched reviews on, people were kind of disappointed. They were very disappointed in it, and that just kind of, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna try to diss anybody. She's got a game. She's playing it. We all have a game. We're all playing it. But I've got I'm trying to find because there's supposed to be around 400 to 100, 430 Tunisian stitches. And I'm trying to find them all. I want to collect them all. So we have a resource for all of them. They're not everywhere. And then there's stitches that I couldn't find here in the US. I had to go looking in Europe, and translate. But it's hard to find some of these more advanced stitches, and that's what I'm looking for now is the advanced ones. I got plenty of the beginner and intermediate. It's the advanced ones that are just hard to find, and those I'm finding, like I said, I'm finding in little hole in the wall places in Europe. And yes, Nessa, I found some in Germany. I have found some in Bulgaria in their public library systems. Of course, trying to and getting that translated is a pain, but learning that and having those to where we can get all these different Tunisian stitches in one places. I mean, like crochet, you got all these stitch encyclopedias. Yes, there's some that have some stitches that the others don't, but they're still all in one place. I think the max that we really have that for Tunisian is a book that has 150 stitches, give or take. And then you get all these little smaller ones, and then you get one that, oh, I'm going to teach you all these stitches, but you can't see the pictures because it's grayscale and blurry. I like him. I like her too, Nessa, but I don't like how she takes stitches that, because there's some of those stitches I had found in Europe that she has her little red KG or original on them, and they're not hers. She just markets it that way to the Western world, I guess you could say, but they're not originals, and I'm finding that out. Hi, Darcia. Um, so it's one of those, I don't know. I'm still trying to get all the stitches, and yes, exactly. They make it annoying, and I'm trying to undo that annoying, because why I started my channel was I wanted to be able to get this. How can I put this? I'm not trying to like belittle anybody, but I want to try to dumb it down so the most uh uncrochet person can just watch it and pick it up. That's what I've been trying to do, and I'm hoping it works. And so far it is. Like, my husband, he didn't. The only stitch he ever knew was a Tunisian simple stitch, and then he started watching my videos, and he's not dumb by far. I mean, he's got a bachelor's degree, all that happy horse stuff. He's not dumb, but when it comes to following people's tutorials, he just can't grasp it. Well, he followed mine and he grasped it right away, and I'm like, okay, I guess that means I'm doing something. The auction. Oh, I'm sorry, Nancy, I didn't see that. It's coming along. It's too big to move around right now, but I have. Sorry, I got metal parts, but I have this on my. Ooh, there we go, on my desk. That's how I keep track of the blocks I'm on. And right now I am on row 4, or well, block 4. That's what I call them, because each block is 40 rows. So I'm about halfway. If I can pay attention a little bit more and quit getting distracted because somebody needs yarn um, wound, because I'm not letting him touch my yarn winders. I will not let him. I don't let him operate power tools. I'm not letting him touch my yarn winder. And speaking of the devil, see what he texted me. Um, and yeah, it's getting there. Oh, Nancy, it's getting there. Let's see, Nessa, I had a stitch dictionary for years and hadn't figured it out. Had to finally see the videos during the pandemic and tonight myself. Yeah, like when I started in 2014, 2015, somewhere in there wasn't many videos out. I had to teach. I saw the Tunisian simple stitch, and then I started researching all the other stitches, and then boom, next thing you know, I'm stitch collecting. That's what it is. But yeah, Pam, I do not let him touch power tools, or especially like I got a really nice metal yarn winder. No, you do not touch it. Um, all this yarn is mine. Literally, it's all mine. Like, his are in like milk crate looking things. And it's red heart. He doesn't touch my stuff. He has his own. And yeah, he likes working with what I like working with, but this is all set for different projects I have. I don't know if y'all have seen my newest video out. There's trying to get this turned around here, up in the corner on the video. Nancy, he knows better. He's seen my metal one. But there's a purple ribbon now on my videos because, like I said, we found out like July. My mom was diagnosed with dementia, so I'm doing that show trying to show my support, for Alzheimer's dementia awareness. And whenever I get to memberships, a portion of my memberships, whenever I get there, are going to go to the Dementia Society of America, and do that. Uh, yes, Diana, we do have different crochet areas. This is where I crochet. This is mine. This is my room, my studio. All I'm lacking in here is a bed, but we have the big bed. So, and then the other room, because this room was our guest room, and then I started getting more and more yarn, and I wanted to film, and I didn't want to film in the computer room where I was and where he is, because it's a smaller space. There wouldn't be enough space for all of this. So, um, I went ahead and moved everything in here. Somebody, I don't know who, they got on my Amazon wish list and bought me this huge desk and a few other things. I don't know, and I appreciate that. They don't just don't know. They made my life so much easier because I actually have a working area, a staging area, and a filming area, um, all in one, really. And it's nice, and I could just swivel and I'm there. Because I was having to on my old desk move stuff, get my projects off, set up my film for a day, get several episodes done, and then take it down, put everything back. Hi, Fiber Floozy. Hi, Dozer. I don't know why I'm yelling. Just sounds cool. And I'm happy to see you too, KB. Again, I don't know why I was yelling. It just sounded cool. But and he's still in the computer room, and it's a game room. All I'm a Trekkie, and I have a really good Star Trek collection. That's all in that room where he's at. Um, and yes, and I'm sorry about that, Fiber. It's miserable to go through. It's hard on us, and then it's hard on them because they don't know what they're suffering. And my mom has good days, she has bad days. When we first started noticing it, I went over there, and my dad was at work, and I knocked on the door so she could open it because I was bringing her a tablet. I bought her a tablet so that way she could sit in her comfortable old people recliner that lifts her up and all that stuff, and um, so she could sit there and play her games and watch YouTube, all that stuff. And I knocked on the door. She didn't know who I was, and that's when we started noticing something was going wrong. And it took us a little bit to get her to actually go to the doctor, and we had to talk to the doctor behind her back. But it took us a little bit to get her to finally accept there's something wrong. You know, she used to go out, and she called me one day. She was crying. She was lost from a place that she goes to every week. So I had to talk to her on the phone and get her home. And then I had to go, and then I went over there. But it is bad. But there's good days and bad days with it. And I've got a lot going on. It's all in my brain. That's why it takes me like 3 hours to fall asleep when I'm in bed. But I'm designing a pattern that I want to do for dementia and Alzheimer's awareness, where it starts out as a cargyle, and then eventually diamonds in the cargyle disappear, kind of like their memory. And then by the end, there's only one diamond left of the cargyle, or at the end, it fades to nothing. And then at the other opposite side, there's only one diamond, and it represents that yes, the person mind may be gone, but they're still there. There's still something about them that you loved that is still there. So that's what I'm going for. Uh, Dawn, I couldn't tell you. It's I've got so much going on. I have this blanket going on, then as soon as I finish this, I have to jump onto a next blanket for a another animal charity that's local. It's called Gracie's Project, and they do rescues, and their colors are hot pink and purple. I got a mess ton of hot pink that I ordered. So, and that is going to be a I'm trying to still work on the concept. It's either going to be um circle. I'm going to do it in a Tunisian circle. It's going to look like a poodle skirt in essence, because they in June they have this big uh biker rally thing, and they do auctions. And I was approached to, would I donate for the auction? Of course, I'm going, yes. I'm not going to say no, especially when it's my yarn lady at Joanne, who's happens to be named Joanne. Where am I from, Diane? I'm from Texas. I live in Amarillo, Texas. I've stationed up there. I've been stationed up there by Boston and Groton, Connecticut, but no, I'm from here. I'm from Texas. Oh, thank you, Sally. Um, so I'm trying to figure out if I want to do the circle with, like, the frizzies, and do the doggy with the uh, crocheted sequenced leash. I'm trying to figure all that out. Or do I want to do the blanket with beveled edges on top and bottom? I'm not 100% positive, because crochet. I was in the Navy. I was a hospital corpsman in the Navy. I was mainly stationed with Marines, which is where pretty much my knees got ruined and why I got fat. But still trying to figure all that concept out. But and then I got to do a Star Trek cardigan and do a tutorial on it. Got a lot coming up. Plus, come Monday, next Thursday's live. I'm not 100% positive it's going to happen or not. Um, Depends on what I find out Monday. If everything goes good Monday, then hey, I will continue. The live will be Thursday. But if it doesn't, I'll postpone it for the next week, because I don't know what's going to happen. We won't know until they get in and look and see what's wrong with my heart. And that's a long story that is involving a possible medical malpractice lawsuit. So yeah, the heat. Well, like Christy, like I have what's called CRPS, complex regional pain syndrome, and it's a degenerative nerve condition. And anything can affect it. Like there's days that the like lightest pajama pants, because that's what I will sometimes wear around the house, because regular sweats, because that's our fat boy pants, sweats. Um, Hi Chris, and again there I go yelling. There I can have like 6 or 7 different pains going on throughout my leg in different regions, and a spot can be ice cold and a spot could be sweaty. Heat does affect it, cold fronts affect it, cold affects it, you name it, it affects it. Um, Somebody just brushing up against my leg can just set off a flare, and those flare ups can be painful. And a good thing that some things that I use if I want to need to wear pants, because I'm got to go outside, is I'll spray, what's that stuff called, biofreeze. And okay, KB, have fun. And I'll spray biofreeze and let it dry, because it'll numb it for enough time for me to go to the grocery store and back home. And of course, then it starts rubbing off, and then I'm in a flare up because I had to wear pants. And I'm not one of those that I I don't like wearing shorts. I don't like wearing shorts. I did when I was younger, when me and Tony first met. Yeah, I wore shorts all the time. I mean, I was skinny too. So, and I had a nice tan. Oh, that's cool, fiber. I didn't know that you were that close. But and that's a yes, certain things I just cannot wear. Plus, I can't do anything with wool. Hi, Sharon. Thank you. I'm glad you were able to make it. Like wool will break me out. Oh my gosh. I was going through the yarn that I got from Joann's, and there was some wool in it. And like wool just makes me itch it, and my hand swells up when I touch it. So it does that onto my whole body. So me and wool do not go together. So I have to wear fake stuff or cotton. I don't mind wearing cotton, but I don't like working with cotton because when I work with cotton, I get that feeling of when people take their nails and drag them down a chartboard. So, and then if you ever see a video, any of my videos, I don't have my wedding ring on. Um, and that's because I have a tendency to overshoot every time when I'm doing Tunisian, and I end up grabbing my wedding ring and with a needle, and I'm like, God, oh, the queen has arrived, everybody! Yay! Hi, sweetie, and hi, Mary King. But so I don't usually wear my wedding brand when I'm crocheting because I have the tendency to, if I'm working a finer needle, it ends up behind it. If I'm working with my normal size needle, and I love the 6.5, I'll crochet everything in 6.5 if I can, and I pull it, and it ends up pulling it. And yes, Nessa, certain smells will set me off too. Um, some of these yarn companies, they do, they're not supposed to, but they do like a wash of formaldehyde on their yarns, and that can set me off my sinuses off big time. And then you end up with like sinus headache, sinus issues, and it's just tumbles. Um, and it's just like, well, and sorry, I know in my videos I babble a lot, but it's hard to babble when you're live. It's very hard to babble when you're live. Yes, Tank. Yeah, it's if it was on this hand, it'd be a different story. But I can't wear rings on this hand. It just feels awkward. You know. The only times I ever take it off is to crochet, shower, and doing dishes and messing with raw food. That's or food. Period. That's when I take it off. Yeah. What what Fiber said. They they use some chemicals, and some of those chemicals are actually banned in California. So some of these yarns that other states get, California doesn't get because of those chemicals, and which I wish they would just ban those chemicals. Period, because one, they are bad. Two, it's just we're sitting there rubbing them. They're all against us. Is that chemicals actually doing something? You know, so it's just yes. That's another issue, Christy. Back when I was in the Navy, in boot camp, they pulled. I only had three wisdom teeth ever developed. They pulled two, and then I got stationed in Okinawa, Japan. The dentist there is like, "Oh, we got to get this out." It wasn't bothering me. It wasn't impacted or anything. So I'm like, "Okay, we'll get it out." And he goes in, pulls it, breaks it, and I ended up having to have surgery on my sinuses because it punctured into my sinus cavity to get it out. So I get this prescription nose spray from the VA that, let me tell you, 2 squirts is all it takes. It burns, but it's going to work because when your sinuses start popping, filling up, we use that and boom. It like you could feel the pop and you actually hear the squeak. Um, I don't, Nessa. I wish I did. I don't remember. I just know I don't buy the once I react to a certain brand, I don't buy it. Um, like the brand I do use, every one of these skeins over here, literally, let's take a look. All those skeins over there, even down on the sides where you can't see, those are Tony's. That's Red Heart. That's his shit, his stuff. All of this, believe it or not, is Big Twist. That's all Big Twist. Um, the nasal spray I use is the generic. Oh, come on, you can focus, you stupid thing. It's generic Flonase, but it's called Flonazolide. Like like Flonase that sell the real Flonase is so floral, it makes my stuff even worse. The generic Flonase, oh no, the generic Flonase, it works wonders. It whew, and it's prescription strength, so I get it to the VA. They can send me 3 a month. Um, yeah, see, Nessa, my husband is liking Lion Brand now. He wanted to do a baby blanket. We got some. I'm going to show y'all this. We got some vintage yarn. Um, yeah, let me find one. We're looking at my butt. Look at that label. That is some vintage yarn. Um, and it's acrylic. The color, it's not coming out well. It's a baby pink. It's called apricot puree, and we got quite a few of them. And he made a baby blanket out of it. Dancy. Uh, and my research says that that yarn, that color, went out in or discontinued in 1978. So that just showed that it's pretty old, and you could feel it. But once it with the baby blanket was washed, it's nice and soft. We're trying a new concept. I'm letting him make the small stuff because he's not good with graphs and like I am figuring all this out. Uh, it's like for me, like this, what I do is I just take a when I'm trying to figure out patterns that I want to do, just get some good old graphing paper, graph that son of a gun out, boom. If it's bigger, like some of those pictures of stuff I've done, there's actually a really good website. What was the name of it? Where would I put it? There it is. Stitchboard.com and you could do it. Hi, Mateo. Didn't see you come in. Sorry. Um, Stitchboard.com. You could do it in crochet. You'll take a picture and put it up there, and but you can put the turn it into regular crochet, Tunisian crochet, cross stitch, whatever you want, and you tell it, and it does it for you. Um, if you want to leave your channel, this is what you type: LLAP. I'm not sure if it's working. Let me double check. There you go. You'll type LLAP. And if you're a Trekkie, you know what that means. And if you're not, it means live long and prosper. And it'll drop your channel. It has a 5 second, what's that called? Delay, pause, whatever you want to call it. But there's a lot of tips and tricks to do, and I'm going to be doing a video on that. And there's a lot that a lot of the other Tunisian crocheters never covered. I do, like I said, come Monday when I find out what's going on with my ticker. Hopefully, it's something very easy, and hopefully, like I said, hopefully it's something very easy. That will, as soon as I then that will decide as soon as I get done with this blanket. Then Fridays, I'll do item make tutorials for Tunisian. Like I got gifted a mess ton of cotton yarn that I want to turn into a bunch of stuff. Um, for tutorials, I want to show different ways to do different things. There's just not one set way to make an ear warmer. There's not one set way to make this or that or whatever. Uh, as long as you get to the same, you have the same project in your hands and that I have. Who cares how you got there? You got there. That's just the way I look at it. Um, so it's just there's a right and wrong way to do things. I'm not one of those. And I will be doing giveaways. I don't know when yet. I'm waiting on some stuff. It's not going to be yarn because I don't have the budget for that yet. Uh, yeah, surely I'm still working that in my head. I don't know. I crochet in my head. When I'm working on a project, I'm already crocheting in my head for the next project. So I'm crocheting in my head. I'm trying to figure out how I want it to flow. Does that make sense? And Margaret said, my mom was a Trekkie. One of the most fun things we got to do was to meet William Shatner at a movie release and got our pics taken with him. I've met a lot of the Star Trekkers, whatever you want to call them, the cast. He, by far, was the rudest I ever met. Hi, Sunflower. He, ooh, let me tell you, how did I get into crocheting? I was 14 years old. I live in here in Amarillo, and it was during the winter, and we had a blizzard, and that was in the late 80s. So there really wasn't much cable TV. Not many people could afford it back then. And if you did, it was those toggle switch push down boxes that only had like 8 or so channels. And I was bored. All that was on was soap operas, and I was living with my grandmother because, well, I was born on her 50th birthday, so I'm her automatic flip favorite. So I was living with her because my grandfather passed away and she was lonely, so I moved in with her to help keep her company and everything. And I was just bored, and I asked her to teach me, and she taught me how to do regular crochet. And that was 14. I was 14, and now I'm 46, so 32 years, and 10 of those years have been nothing uh, but Tunisian crochet. And yes, I like William Shatner is like the biggest. Yes. Whoops, wrong person. There. And he is just now the nicest I have met would have to be Brent Spiner Data. Um Jonathan Frakes was nice. And oh my god, what is his name? I am drawing a blank. Quantum Leap played Jonathan Archer on Enterprise. See, I didn't get to meet James Doohan. Um, oh my God, what is his name? It's gonna drive me nuts until I look it up. Worf? Scott Bakula. Yes, Scott Bakula. He is down to earth. And Micah Dorn, who plays Worf, was really, really, really nice. But outside of that community, we met Edward James Olmos. Um, that man, one, TV adds height to that man. A lot of height. Um, He is very, very short, and but he's a sweetheart, man. Um, Edward James Olmos was also in Stand and Deliver, I think it was called, and Battlestar Galactica. That's where I knew I watched him from because I don't watch old stuff. Um, but Edward James Olmos was nice. Now, when Tony was stationed in Diego Garcia, he had Christmas dinner with, oh my gosh, he hosts now. What is his name? He's a comedian. Now he hosts that Price is Right. Oh, what is his name? Hey, sifting some soil. Drew Carey. Yes, he had when Tony was over there in 2012, 2013. He had Christmas dinner with Drew Carey, and he's really really nice. Drew Carey, from what he said, was very down to earth. Um, I've met a few other few celebrities when I was in the military and during my break between the medical career. I worked at hotels, and I met Hulk Hogan, total douchebag. I met um, uh, what else? Gene Simmons thinks he's better than everybody else. Um, Diamond Rio was really nice and down to earth. Melissa Etheridge, very very cool, down to earth. So I met a few, but Hi Nifty, it's there. And then of course I met Matthew McConaughey. That guy, and let me tell you, what you see on TV, all right, all right, all right. That's how he really really talks. And yes, Nancy, I was working in the hotel, so yeah, I was a director of sales, and when celebrities would make a reservation, I'd be I'd clear everybody, make sure that they came in at night. I would tell when were expected to come in, I would tell the front desk person to go do something away from the front desk so nobody knew that they were there. I kept their privacy for them as best as I could. Um, oh, Smashing Pumpkins, those guys, woo, they are awesome. They are fun. They are just great. Hi, Mimi. Tank. Oh, I tell you what, who I'd like to meet. Mm, William Henry Cavill. That boy. Woo. Um, he's my one golden pass, but that would never happen. Uh, wow, we get talking about other stuff. This is funny. That's little it became talk. Smashing Pumpkins has some good songs. They're just not my genre of music. Um, I like a lot of, I don't know, like back before Creed broke up when they were good. I went to 13 Creed concerts, so that tells you who I liked then. Now when it was after they got back together, they're not the same. Now that's awesome, Mimi. That is cool. Now I have met a local legend if you're in that genre of pro wrestling. They actually you saw him around town all the time. Terry Funk, before he passed away, he was all over the place here. He would go everywhere. We'd have the fair, and he would be there just talking to fans, signing autographs for free. He never took money. Um, and of course, I grew up here and grew up in pro wrestling, watching family, and every now and then I'll watch it just to see. But hi, Maureen. Reba. I have met Reba. and let me that woman, ooh, she is the one of the most sweetest people you could ever meet. I met her 2000. No. Yeah, it was 2000. I was stationed in Norfolk, Virginia, and I met her there. And I was going through surgical tech school there. And woo, she blew me away because yeah, you see her happy, bubbly person online, on TV, and then or in her music videos or in interviews, she's that way all the time. And it's like, calm down now, slow the caffeine. Um, I did meet Polly Shore. That dude is out there. I can tell you that much. Oh no, that's awesome, Shirley. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of the band called Puddle of Mud. Um, I was director of sales at a Hilton Garden Inn, and them and don't remember the other band because they're not my style of music. They came in and they wanted the lead singer wanted to go get a coffee at Starbucks, and he was going to call an Uber. I was like, no, you're not calling an Uber here. You know, I know the people here. They're gonna hound you for autographs. I made sure the staff never bothered them. So my car was in the shop, so the owner gave me keys to her Benz and said, "Take him where he needs to go." So I'm sitting there driving around with the lead singer, Puddle of Mud, having coffee, having lunch. He's paying for everything, and I'm like, I'm trying to like pay, and he's like, "No, no, no." He's really sweet. Um, but oh goodness, it's not that I've really been around Jamie. It's just well, being in the hotels, especially when you're in a high class hotel, you're going to see stars. And then when I was in the military, I saw quite a few too. But for like 3 years, I got out of medicine because I needed a break because medicine can really just mess with you mentally when you're seeing all this stuff, especially trauma cases with children. It messes with you. So I had to take a 3 to 4 year break, and it was actually 4. And I knew somebody who was in the hotel business, hooked me up with this owner of a Hilton Garden Inn, and became the director of sales. And next thing I know, I'm getting all these phone calls for all these famous people, and I'm just like, okay, well, if I was in their shoes, I'm here to rest. The biggest jerk in a hotel, I'll tell you about that guy here in a minute. Um, they're here to rest, so I got to keep them private and keep it hush hush. So whenever I'd always schedule them when they would come in at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, I'd go up there, relieve the night audit for a good 30, 40 minutes so they can go have lunch, go have a cigarette, whatever they want to do. Just don't come around the front desk. And nobody ever knew that they were there until they went to go check out. And the biggest jerk, though, biggest jerk was George Lopez. That dude, I wanted to. I don't get physical, but I wanted to. Yes, please hit the like button. I understand that stuff will helps everybody, so it helps me. But I've got what's his name telling me. Um, and I don't know how this YouTube thing. Hi, Melanie J. I'm still working on this whole YouTube thing, learning YouTube because I went to bed with 227 subs, woke up with 221. I don't know. Yeah, he is a complete, yeah. But anyway, the wind is starting to pick up. I don't know if you can hear my garage door rattling because right through there is my garage door, and yeah, it's wind is rattling that. I live in Amarillo. It's the windiest place in the country. Literally, it really is. They say Chicago is, but it's not. It's Amarillo. Um, but I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. I want to thank you all for being here and um and all that. Sorry, I'm giving. Yes, Michi is really, 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 really good people. A lot of these are. Um, and thank you for coming in. Uh, yeah, I saw that too, Mimi. Them giving them out, and then yes, Don Aaron. Ooh, whoops. There we go. That keeps going up. There we go. Yes, Don Aaron tonight. But I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. Y'all have a good night, day, whatever it is for you, and just remember, keep stitching.